inside for Albert. Albert will get the score. Fiddler, it's farewell. He tapped into a legend and probably rugby league immortality. That's not a try, that's a miracle.
Welcome back to the Rugby League Guru podcast, the Take the Two podcast, heading into round 22, brought to you by Neds. Jump onto the Neds app, guys. Follow along with the Rugby League Guru profile there. All of our bets. Got a couple of specials coming for you this weekend on about even. A few good ones there. Going to be a rainy weekend in Sydney. Not going to be my problem, though, because I'm going to be up at the NRLW Magic Round. Cannot wait for that. Myself and Kathmandu, we will be up there in Newcastle. You can still get tickets for that as we speak. Head over to NRL.com/tickets to grab your NRLW Magic Round tickets for this weekend. It's going to be a cracker event up there, the inaugural. I personally cannot wait for it. Bringing in my 5'8". Are you my 5'8", or am I? What are we? Do we just play left and right?
Halfback.
Oh, really?
Just roll forward. Give me a quick play the ball. Do your job.
I think I'm your 7. I think I might be. I'm appointing myself as 7, whether you like it or not.
I could somewhere give you a Jazz Tavanga, Aaron Clark.
Take it.
13.
Heaps take it.
13 ball playing role. Can't give you a 7.
Okay. I'll take a ball play. Did you say Jim Dimmick?
Yes.
Okay. I'm in. I'm done.
Or Mark Tukey.
Jim Dimmick? Thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to Mark Tukey, one of the greats.
I'm dying on my sword here.
Talk to me.
People have taken the 2. It's not working.
Yeah, it is not working.
Don't take the 2.
Huge come from behind victory for the Penrith Panthers on the weekend.
Tap.
I agree. I will say this, though. When Parramatta took the 2 in their game, I went, you fucking idiots, what are you doing? Did it end up being the deciding factor?
Yeah.
But the Tigers one
nearly
was
for the Dragons, because I was at that game against the Dogs. I was like, oh, what are you going to win, 18-16? Oh, 18-16. I just don't know if it's for teams down the bottom. I've said this before, like finding your identity and being and just be comfortable with that and going hard at that. You know, Craig Bellamy speaks about rather than be good at 10 things, be great at 3.
Yep.
And I reckon some teams that are down the bottom of the ladder that aren't going to make the finals this year, they need to go away in the off-season. And, the whole review, but, like, what do we actually want to do with the ball? Because we're not going to win games. The 10-8, we've seen so many comebacks this year.
Yep.
Taking the 2 to start the game when you're down the bottom against the 4-time premiers, I don't think is the right choice.
I think take the 2 as a saying will really come into its own in September again.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take the 2 season in September.
Early points on the board.
Yeah,
what would your cousin
pressure.
say? What's his Tommy Yeager?
Tommy Yeager, he says a lot of things, TJ.
Oh, geez, he's been so good this week.
My favourite the other day was as he walked into Macca's and then it appeared late footwork.
Late footwork.
Hit the froggy toad.
Outside in, Kieran Foran line, I wrote. Courageous. Courageous.
He's doing good things, TJ. Now we will, we've obviously got the Wanderers tour to the Ashes as well. Our friends at Wanderers Australia and Levels Network, Scope and Mace over there have a fantastic opportunity for our viewers to join the Kangaroo Tour. Supporters group heading over with a guaranteed Category A tickets to all 3 tests, including the 2 sold out second and third test, as well as flights with Qantas, hotel accommodation with breakfast included daily, with transfers, sightseeing, highlights, Scope, Mace. I think there's other ex-NRL stars there. For more info, head to www.ashesrl.com.au. I will be over there popping in and out of that tour, but I'll be at the 3 games courtesy of Wanderers, so go check them out. That jersey looks sensational on you.
It does. Very snug. Just getting the guns out. What is this one? You just said, I wore a cream coloured jersey, which Kat specifically told me at the start of the year, don't wear anything white because of the background and all that kind of stuff. And I totally forgot. So I had to put on the Guru's Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies. So that's my Supercoach team. We're selling
3
jerseys. Tick. We're looking for a 4th.
Where are you at?
No, not good. We're not going to get a 4th, but we're looking for a 4th.
Okay.
We're eyeballing a 4th. I think Timmy will probably get me this year, but
right.
You can't win them all. You got to throw them a bait sometimes.
These jumpers.
Yeah, they are. When you're listening to this, they were live last night, so they're going to be live for about another 24 hours. rugbyleagueguru.com.au. You can get a Grizzlies jerseys or you can get a Stallions one. I don't have one on me. I wiped my ass with it earlier, but you can buy them as well. They're $79.95, or you can buy them both as a combo deal for $150. Little little discount for you guys there. Rugbyleagueguru.com.au. Go and get your paws on those. You've got about 24 hours left before we're calling it a day.
That's my ass.
You like that one? It's a shit jersey.
It was so casual. Shout out to Timmy Williams. How's he been? He hasn't contacted me since I
Really?
saw him. I thought that there was a connection there, but obviously he didn't.
He's a bit like that though, Tim.
Is he?
Yeah.
Bit weird.
Doesn't
Want people in his bubble.
Nah. He went down to Cooma for the weekend.
Yeah.
Freezing cold down there. Took the Monday off bloke.
All right.
You can see finals footy coming. It's getting a little bit tough.
Oh, he's got to have
put the feet up, have a little spell.
Yeah.
I won't be there on Monday either, so read into that what you will. All right, now what we are going to do today, we are going to go through, and I've done this previously on the podcast, but I'm really looking forward to discussing this with you, my friend. Jenga player. So if you haven't played the game Jenga, which I'm sure most of you have, take one of them out and it can all fall to pieces. Who's the Jenga player for each team? Now we're going to go through the relevant teams, the top 10 teams that we believe can make finals. I think you've got 10 teams as contenders. Has that expanded?
No, it's actually copped a fair bit of criticism last week that I had 6 contenders. It's down to 4.
Ooh, who's been cut?
Oh, stick around.
Listen
to the end of the podcast.
How good. So we're going to go through our Jenga players, and we've got a Patreon question from someone in there who I actually couldn't find the question when I was looking for it, but I know what it is and it was a cracker, and I'm looking forward to talking about it with you. So our Jenga player, we've got a podcast question, then we're going to go through all the games coming this weekend. So the way we're going to do the Jenga player, guys, we're going to go through the ladder from start to bottom, first to 10th. We're going to put the red Sharpie in at the Roosters. So the Cowboys will not be getting a bait. I don't believe they can make finals. Do you agree?
No, yes, I agree.
Calling it a day. And I think 9 and 10 this week, Roosters versus Seagulls. We'll talk about it soon, but I think loser, season's over.
Loser goes to
See you later.
Cancun.
And winner, you're still probably a Buckley's, I reckon. But
Winner, you're holding on.
you're holding on.
You're
White knuckling.
You're Sylvester Stallone in Cliffhanger.
I like that.
1993 movie.
I will be stealing that.
There.
Is that a tiger claw? Doing a
No,
hammy.
you got to rip it. You got to rip it. It's just holding on. He's got the chalk in the back pocket. A quick question, just to clarify, because we did have the Jenga piece. Is this just from the spine, or are we going one spine or someone else? Because I reckon
No, it can be whoever. It's a Jenga player from the team. Whoever you think is.
Well, I
and
might have 2 for some.
Oh, well, okay.
Might be a double.
As long as you don't pick 6 again, that's okay.
I won't pick 6, all right, for the 3 people that blew up, and Nathan from East Lakes. Nathan from East Lakes.
So we're going to go through our Jenga player. And I guess the way that you interpret what a Jenga player is, I guess it can change from person to person. So I'm keen to see how we both look into this. So let's kick it off with the boys in green, the Viking Clap Merchants down there, the Canberra Raiders, sitting in first place, absolutely flying. 36 competition points. They've got a bye to come. I think they'll win the minor premiership. Do you agree?
Agree.
They will be the 4th team to win a minor premiership since 2012.
It's crazy.
Crazy. It's always just been Roosters, Penrith, Melbourne. Canterbury in 2012 was the last side, I believe. You guys, what did you guys, 9 and 10?
9 and 10, yep.
And who was 11? Would that have been, wouldn't have been Melbourne, would it?
No, 11 was it Manly?
Was that the year that like Petro was playing for Penrith and they came second? Like
No, that was 2010.
That was 10, was it?
Yeah. I think it was Manly maybe finished first. Warriors were top 4
Yeah, that
potentially.
makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, not too many minor premiers over the last few years, so hopefully we get a little bit of a new look. Unfortunately, they don't play in Canberra in the last game of the season, so hopefully there's always a bit of a weird thing with this JJ Gilton and Shield, that whether they've got it wrapped up, do they take it down to Canberra for round 26, the second last game? I'd like to think so, but we're not great at common sense, are we?
No.
It's one thing we really
We're just
struggle
struggling,
with.
aren't we?
Yeah, it's always been a challenge.
They're praying that it's wrapped up by then so they can transport it down.
If there was a common sense 13 plus on Neds, I swallow it every day of the week.
That's it.
Raiders, Jenga player. Who have you got?
Okay, so I looked at what are the Raiders good at? What's their strength? Their strength is that they're young, they've got strong outside backs, and they've got a seasoned forward pack. So they've got a good mix of all that kind of stuff. Their attack, I think it's still developing. I think they've still got some times where they just outcompete teams.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to sort of put that, fine tune that going into the finals. I actually had their most important player. I think KO Weeks.
Oh, huge.
I think KO Weeks. I think if you were able to, if you have to move someone to the back, I think it changes the way that they attack a little bit. I could see Savage going in there and doing that as he's done before, but the form that he's in and the way that he's playing, I think that Fogarty's used him as like a little bit of a security blanket to the fact where they're all sort of, he gets their set started and off the back five has been given that strength. I could hear arguments for Fogarty. I could hear arguments for the 5'8". Where is he? Strange. The other, I think the next most important one is Tapane. Those two guys, sometimes you just have a run of form, and the way that he played against the Dragons, like loose ball.
Yep.
He's pulled him out of the fire this year. He's come of age. Like he went down there as a 5'8". Now he's a fullback and one of the best fullbacks in the game at the moment. So I had him as, it just changes so much. Your 7 can sort of slot in, I reckon, because the system will take the 7, but the fullback's a difficult one.
Isn't that just the ultimate compliment to KO Weeks that he's in a team that's about to win the minor premiership and you've got him as the Jenga player?
Well, you think about the defence as well. So people go, oh, we'll attack defensively. People getting in position, trusting that when he says go there, I'm going to go there. They are so. I remember when Darbs, when he had his best year in 2010, defensively we just knew where he wanted us to be because he was so astute in putting people in place and the standard and all that kind of stuff. Took him out and you put BMOS there, who's got a different style, and or the Gypsy, and you struggle a little bit. So I reckon he's my Jenga.
I've got Jamal Fogarty, but I think this is the team that I probably struggle with the most, to be honest. I think the other one that deserves a shout that we haven't mentioned yet is Papali'i. What he brings to that side. You saw Billy Slater turn to him in Game 3 a couple of weeks ago. I think he's integral, but I think Tapane and Fogarty would be the two that I couldn't go past. I just think, mate, Jamal's kicking game is so underappreciated, and I said at the time, and I stand by it, I think Manly are going to be a better side with him at halfback next year than they are with DCE right now.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good signing. And spoke about it the other day on Bloke. Like, if I'm Jamal, I'm sort of excited about going to Manly, but I'm walking out on something pretty special. And I don't know if, when it all went down, if they realised just how special this Raiders thing could be.
It's the storyline that's going to determine how this fairy tale finishes for Josh Papali'i, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, apparently as well, he's looking to backflip on his
retirement.
Well, he was meant to go to England.
Yeah, right.
And they're trying to work out if he can stay or not. So that'll be an interesting one, which just shows what they're building there.
Especially if they fall short. Like if they were to win it, of course, by all means, Fogarty's done his job.
Yep.
Goes, sails off, gets what he needs to get. If they fall one game short or they in the grand final, geez, it would have been hard not to run it back.
Yep, for sure. So I'd go with Fogarty. You have got KO Weeks.
Yep.
Let's move to the Canterbury Bulldogs. I think, and I don't think people are like this, but I think the longer the season goes, I think it'll be Galvin. I really do. I think that when you get to those big moments, he's going to be the kid that they're going to rely on to produce something. I think Burton's playing great footy at the moment, but he might not be right at this very moment, but they've brought him for a reason. I think he's going to grab it with two hands over the next few weeks, and I think long-term it is going to be Galvin this season. I think that, if they win a comp this year, I think he is going to be a super integral part. There's guys like Burton, Critter, Reed's been fantastic last few weeks as well. There's a number of names you could go through here, but yeah, I've gone for Galvin. What do you reckon?
Is Critter your second?
Yep.
He's my first.
Which I can get around.
I think he's the best top 3,
Yep.
top 2, whatever you want to have top leaders in the game. His presence, the calmness of which he speaks with, the dominance of his possession on his game, the defence on that right-hand side. If you want Galvin to be Galvin, he has to be the defensive juggernaut that he is. So I've got him the most important. My second one, I've actually got Reed Marnie.
I thought you would.
You talk about, like, for anyone that listens to us, that any players, I don't know if they do, but being told that you're no longer wanted at the club fucking stings, right? Stings. Been there a couple of times. To go and sign a new contract and then to have the professionalism and the mental fortitude to put that aside and come out and play actually better, well, it's almost like a weight's been taken off his shoulder. You know, it was at the midway through the year, I want to get rid of Reed. He was in the paper every day. His attitude, he's giving away penalties, all that shit, right? He's just showed that it's such a business. But if you do your job to the best of your ability and your attention to detail is great, that you're going to find a way for longevity in this game. So I've got him as my other Jenga.
I'll tell you the other one that I had really high up there that I'm not sure if most people had him in their three, but I think he's so important in their attack and defensively, like just the line speed he comes out with. Viliami kick out for me. He's been enormous this year as well. Like I think my next tier of guys would be sort of Burton and him, and I think you automatically would go to Burton because he's the 5'8", but kick out's integral to a lot of what they do there.
I had Connor Tracy.
Yeah, well,
we're going to see what that looks like because you've changed the 7. Everything was great. They played out the back a few times, which I've been banging on about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you move people around. This is the thing. Are they going to be defensively sound if he doesn't play for 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
I think all those guys we've spoken about, and this is why I went for Galvin, they're all very consistent footballers. You know what you're going to get. And I think when I looked at them at the start of the year, I thought, okay, they can't win. Or I don't think they can win a comp without upgrading one of the fullback or the halfback. They've upgraded the halfback.
Yep.
And I think they can win the comp now. And I think in the future they will.
You had them as pretenders last week.
I did. Yeah.
So now you're back for
No, sorry. I think with him they can win a comp. I don't think they will. I think they can though. Whereas with Sexton, I didn't think they could, despite being first and stuff. They're still not. As I said to you last week, they're a team that I could fall on my sword very quickly, becoming contenders. They took a step closer last week. My only concern is that I've never rated Manly. I don't think they're as good as what everyone carries on with. But Canterbury's going to be a big watch for me over the next few weeks.
See how I didn't give you shit for that you just backtracked on that? I just let you have it.
There was no backtracking, mate. No
you
backtracking at
mate.
all.
You said, they can win it. Like you've had.
Well, they can. I don't think they will, though. The Cowboys.
Yeah, but
you're
into me. As soon as the Broncos lost, and then the Sharks
played
the way the Sharks.
Where are you contenders?
Literally,
this is where are you pretenders?
This is what happened, right?
You wrote me a list longer than my fucking arm of contenders.
And as soon as the Sharks
ran out of ink halfway through,
kicked off their first set, he goes, "Are they still contenders?" I said, "Mate, there's 79 minutes to go. At least let me see where they end up." Anyway,
still 3 contenders. 3 good wins on the weekend too, by the way. We good?
Oh, mate, please. I think my grandma said once a week, do you guys actually? I said, Grandma, mate, we're very good friends. I go,
Grandma, he bullies the shit out of me, and I'm not a big fan.
No, don't listen.
Don't listen to his crap, all right?
I said, we just love footy. And she goes, I'll never understand that. I said, no, you won't.
You don't need to. Melbourne Storm.
Ooh, I think we're going to agree on this one.
I think we will agree on this one.
After we saw what we saw last week.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Harry Grant.
Best friends.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I think Harry Grant is the Jenga player here.
Isn't it funny because
Hughes at 2, but it's Harry.
Yeah, we've seen them without Munster. We've seen them without Hughes, and instantly Hughes probably is number 2, I reckon. But I think you can lean on Cameron Munster a little bit more. They've got that seniority both sides of the ball. But what Harry did last week, to scan twice in that try he put on for King, go and watch the end-on version. He looks up, scans, pass, got you straight away. Now, that's all in the space of 1 second. He's just so far ahead of everyone else.
Yep.
You said he finishes 2 all time.
Yep.
Hookers.
Yeah, I stand by it.
That might be... He might go past. Could he go past?
I don't think he can go past just because of accolades.
He's going to have to play for next... Well, how old is he?
He's older than you think, too. I think he's 24.
Is he?
Well, because he
had that year.
He sat behind Harry Grant for ages. He went to the Tigers for a year.
He's 27.
Harry Grant.
Is he?
Shit. So, yeah, as I
thought
said,
he
he's
was
older than
24.
you think. Yeah.
He looks younger, but he's
So,
older.
in answer to that, no. And honestly, he's going to have to do a lot in the next few years to get the number 2.
Yeah.
So who's he getting in front of? Benny Elias. We spoke about this the other day. Off Mike, actually, but it's Harry Grant. It's Cameron Smith. Daylight. Then
Badiris is 2 at
Bedsy.
the moment.
Yep. Bedsy. Then I think you'd have sort of Benny Elias.
He's chasing
Bolts,
Badiris.
Yeah. All right. Melbourne, we both agree there. New Zealand Warriors. as far as winning a comp this year, I think they've already lost their Jenga player. I think it's Lukey Met. What do you think?
Interesting watch at the moment, this Warrior side, because last week was such a Titans thing to do, is to go over there and win when no one gave them an absolute chance. Everyone knows how much of a fan I am of Aaron Clark this year. I actually think their Jenga piece is their coach. Like, how does he genuinely
Fair shout.
get this roster to believe in themselves this year with no Luke Metcalf? Tanner Boyd, they had a scrappy win against Newcastle. Emotions would have been high. Sometimes that happens. He gets them up prepared thinking, okay, but then you listen to the post-match press conference and he knew it was coming. You can feel it. Yeah, they probably should have lost the week before and then they would have been hungry at home potentially. So I'm super intrigued as to how Andrew Webster handles the back end of the year. I think he's the most important piece. How can he spin this story of why not us and get themselves into a prelim?
I think it's a really fair shout, but I'm going to put a gun to your head and say, if you had to pick a player, who would you pick? Like, I think Fish, Aaron Clark, you got Luke Metcalf. I think Chance has to be up there as well for what he brings. I think Wade Egan's incredibly important to this side as well.
Well, if they were to lose Tanner Boyd.
Mitch Barnett's another one.
Yeah. If they were to lose Tanner Boyd.
At this point,
it puts a lot of pressure on Tomato Martin, Chanel Harris-Tavita, who I don't think at the moment that combo is probably not working as well as what it could be. But, I mean, if I had to pick a player, I'm going to say James Fish-Harris.
Fish, yeah.
If they were to lose him and Barnett, it's just... And I think he's out this weekend too.
He's out this weekend. And I think, I think it's likely going to be 2 weeks, but it could be a little bit further. So we'll see. Penny Panthers... do we need to outthink the room here?
Who's number two? Let's do who would number two.
So we've got Nathan number one. Number two, I personally would go Yo.
I agree. Their forward pack is in a slot at the moment where they're just absolutely... I mean, they had a segment on the weekend where they kicked... I was out at Penrith this week and I was talking to someone out there just about work, but we had a quick chat about footy. He just said, like, they've simplified getting back to what they were good at.
Yeah.
And I saw it in the Tigers game. I've searched for it. I'm like, where's this happening? They had a period where they went down 2-0. I think it was 6-2 for ages, and they'd kick, and then they'd just sprint up off the line. It's like, oh, shit. every other club that's in the top four is just going, oh, my God, they're back. I've got Isaiah Yeo because I think he just understands the tempo, the big moments. He's tucked the ball up. Like I still can't believe that Blues lost the series going away from that style in game one. So I've got him number two.
I'll tell you who's the other one that I could hear arguments for, and it's probably hard to put him on top of Yo, but the importance of To'o to the side. Bruh, fuck. Well, especially just whenever you get to big games, you just know, okay, he's going to be top three players on the field. Might not be one, but he'll be top three, without a doubt, no matter what level it is, whatever. So To'o right up there.
Geez, he won't get enough credit at the end of the year, but Ivan Cleary's coaching job with Blaze Talangi. And we questioned, like, what's going on there? Why isn't he playing? He wasn't seeing a standard that he needed to play at. Now we were saying he's playing left centre. He's been pulled from New South Wales Cup.
Yeah.
He's a 5'8".
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't think he looks completely comfortable there still. I still think he's got some ways to go, but it is, mate, the thing I love about Blaze, and I watch him very closely because he's in my draft side, he's getting in a bit of a habit of, kind of fucks up his first 3 or 4 touches in a game, but it just doesn't rattle him in the slightest. Like, he always bounces back with plays towards the back end of the game. He always comes up with something.
What do you think helped him with that?
I've got no idea. What did help him?
The Melbourne game when Nathan Cleary went off in the first 6 minutes.
Yeah, when he was just pushed
Blaze
in.
got thrown out there. And it was he and Jack Cole. It was just like in the furnace down at Melbourne, cowbells ringing, and they almost pulled it off in terms of a win. Yeah,
fair.
But they just played. And I reckon Ivan would have said, mate, you can do it. We just need to get you more consistent in your defence and some of your other stuff.
So what else I love about him is that even when he's making mistakes, you can just tell there's been a shift in Blaze as this year goes on where he just goes, I just need to run the ball hard.
Yeah.
I just need to get physical, and that'll get me into the game, which I think he's doing. Even defensively, like, he doesn't make all of his tackles, but, mate, the efforts now compared to the start of the year, it's night and day.
It's just a bed bug of mine. I used to miss like 4 tackles, and it was like worst defender in history. Now halves are missing like 6 tackles. It's like, oh, all good. Oh, good. You know, the game's faster, whatever. Broncos.
Oh, that's mad. Broncos, I'm so interested to hear what you'll say here. Who you got?
I went back and forth because I think when you say Jenga, like you look at who else can cover. So if Reynolds went down, Ben Hunt could step into 7.
Yep.
If Mann went down, they could move Hunt back,
Yep.
potentially that. I think it's the relationship between Reece Walsh and Michael Maguire that's the actual issue.
Yep.
The Jenga piece is Reece Walsh
I agree with you.
because he is so good and sees so many things. But you think about Penrith this year, start of the year, Nathan looked like he had to slow down for other people around him
Yep.
to put people in position. And that necessarily didn't work for the Panthers. I think Reece needs to probably like either communicate or they need to communicate to him earlier. But what Blaze has done, he's learnt from his lessons. Like it doesn't rattle him at all. You can keep going to the well because that's Reece's strength, his speed. You know, if you make a mistake, your next one shouldn't be double down on the pass. It probably should be run. You know, Blaze has done that this year. I reckon Reece, when he's doing that and when he's done that in games, he's the Jenga piece because their attack is totally different without him in the same.
Can I make an argument to you?
Sure.
I think Reynolds should be the Jenga piece, but they don't play to it at all. They play to build around Reece Walsh, and it's kind of frustrating me a little bit if I'm completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find it, and we spoke about it on Bloke the other day. I think I heard Corey Parker speak about it as well the other day. Like, and you hear Madge talk up. Like, I watch the Broncos. I'm like, fuck, they can't keep making this many errors. They can't defend these errors. Doesn't seem to worry Madge in the slightest. Like, he seems happy with the way they're playing, the way they move the ball. And from everything I've known of Adam Reynolds throughout his career and what his strengths are, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Am I missing something? Like,
Well, again, I said the relationship between Reece and Madge. Madge is, hard down the line.
yeah,
Tough.
but he
And
doesn't seem to be up
No,
there.
yeah, but he was before they went on that win streak. Don't forget, something changed. I said to you, something's changed in the way that either Madge is. I mean, we heard about Ricky Stewart and Joe Tapane saying, mate, like, we get it, you're upset, but you're actually not scaring us, but like you're annoying us with how. So maybe he sort of said to that, it's about finding that balance. It was always going to be the key, is how do they find the balance between giving him enough ball? Because I don't reckon they played Ezra Mam enough. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know if people agree or not, they'll disagree, but the most important piece is probably Ben Hunt, where he turns the ball over, where he directs them, in terms of giving the ball. I think back to that 2020 premiership with Hughes and Munster. Mate, Cameron Smith was an absolute genius in going, counting numbers, nah, not your way. And like Munster might have been going, ball. Like, how does he share it? He touches the ball more than everyone. How does he share that and make that decision versus just passing to that way because Reynolds is there or Walsh is there and wants the ball? I think the Broncos, after the weekend, sleeping on it, yeah, sure, disappointing loss. I think when they play in between the scrum lines early and go 15, 20 minutes without a score, they look so much better. And then they allow ball runners versus ball players. If they had that mentality 24/7, because they've got Tony Staggs, they've got Selwyn Cobbo's back in the side now.
Yeah.
But when do they have their biggest success, Broncos? When who comes on the field?
Billy.
And where does he play?
Yeah, 9.
At 9, in between the scrum lines. He doesn't go like running down short sides and that. He just plays in between the scrum lines, rolls the ruck, speeds the ruck up.
Where does Payne Haas fit on your Jenga order?
Oh, it'd be very high.
2 or 3 or?
Oh, 2.
2.
Yeah, 2 to anyone.
I just find with Brisbane, it frustrates me that they're lucky enough to have 2 players in key positions that have played 700 games combined and the rest. And when I watch Brisbane, it doesn't look like it's their team to me, which frustrates me.
Yeah.
We spoke about it the other day. On Bloke, all this stuff is happening, and Adam Reynolds is just so relaxed and chilled, and it just doesn't. I don't know. They just don't look like the side I thought they would look like.
Yeah.
This year.
You're right. I'm with you.
All right, Sharkies. I think that over the last 8 weeks, I think a number one has emerged for me in Blake Brayley. Mm-hmm. I would go with him personally.
Yep.
Who are you looking at?
Well, I'm going to say Adam Fanua-Blake because Blake Brayley can't do what he's doing unless that forward pack's led by someone. Mm-hmm. I think between he and McInnes, you know who they really missed on the weekend? Nikora.
Yep.
Hard line, back rower, doesn't need the ball to influence the game, like Hudson Young. And people will say, well, what do you mean by that, CA? He's a guy that banging locks down your edge. He's like Bo Scott. Bo Scott did not need the ball to influence the game.
Yep.
Everyone was shit scared of him running at him. He'd fold him in half, and then when he got the ball, he was a hard tackle every time, right? So he was always in the game. They missed Nikora. I'm going to say Adam Fanua-Blake. Yes, Blake Brayley's been so impressive on the weekend. The thing with their attack on the weekend is once he passes the ball, you got two decision makers, and everyone knows how big a fan I am of Trindle.
Yep.
I said at the start of the year, I think they're playing on the wrong side of the field. I still believe that. I still believe that if Trindle was on the right and Hines was on the left, I think they'd be better suited.
Why is that again, sorry?
Well, they're kicking game because Trindle does all the long kicking.
Yep.
And I think that would help him from that point of view. But his combination with Nikora is more dangerous than what Hines and Nikora is.
I spoke about it on Blake the other day, just going through some of the numbers. You know, like 3 weeks ago, I had a look at in the game 3 weeks ago, Trindle had 11 kicks, Hines had 10. Last week, Trindle had 11, Hines had 10. Do you know how many they had on the weekend? It was like Trindle was like 19, Hines was 3. I really hope that's just how they lean into it moving forward.
Mate, go and ask Ben Hornby. I think there was games where he didn't kick the ball. I was the kicker.
And it made sense.
Yeah, because it gives you... See, the thing that's come in from when I played is this kick plan. We've got a kick plan. We've got to kick high, and Moses is the best exponent of it. And we saw that on Friday night.
Yep.
But, like, got to kick right because play 2, Toto's going to come... Mate, just go and tackle him. You got to tackle him anyway. Whether he's running an extra 10 metres or coming across to get the ball, just go and tackle him. Like, kick, find space. I don't know who did it on the weekend. Maybe it was Cherry Evans. Was it Cherry Evans off the back of the 40-20?
Yeah.
And I text you?
Yes.
Like, just kick. Find space. And then just deal with what you deal with. Like, stop overanalyzing and going, we have to, like, not open up the field so that they shift left and shift. Just get to your point and get up and fucking tackle them. Contest every kick inside the red zone and fucking get in your line and defend.
Simple game made complicated.
Oh, my God. It's like, and then what happens is you get in a game and all week you've seen kick left, kick left, kick left. One time you see something, you kick right, and they go, what are you doing? Kick left. And you're like, what? Just Chase, shut up.
I love when I can hear that little bit of passion come through.
Oh, just
fucking
annoying,
fantastic.
mate. It's annoying.
The Finn. Can we go past him?
We can't. Can I throw something at you, though? This is what I wanted to keep this a little secret.
Ooh, beautiful.
Is it Cody Nikorima because of the freedom it allows Isaiah to be able to play with? We love Isaiah Kato. It's a glaze fest every single week. All right? But I saw enough without Nikorima against the Sharks to go that, hey, he probably needs him a little bit here to be able to unlock the edges because it takes a bit of pressure off him. He knows he can pass. He knows Nikorima's going to be there. I'm going to say Nikorima.
I think that's going to be a huge watch this weekend because there's no doubt. Like the Dolphins were red hot. They were tearing teams apart. They're still doing well, but without him, it's been a huge drop off.
Huge drop off.
Huge. So I get where you're coming from. I think we both still have Isaiah at 1, but Cody.
It's not 1-2. It's 1A, 1B.
I think when you have a look around the competition at the moment, mate, Dally M 5-8 of the year, I think it is wide open. And I think if Cody can come back this week and play a good 5 weeks to finish, I reckon he can give it a real red hot crack. Other guys at the moment, you're probably looking at Ethan Strange. You've got Matt Burton that'll be up there.
I think it's Ethan Strange to lose.
Mate, I reckon Cody could give it a real fucking shake this year.
He could. But yeah, I had Nikorima. I just saw that and thought Nikorima.
Yeah. The other one I think is worth a shout is obviously Herbie Farmworth. He's just been so damaging on that edge. just creates so
Plus,
much
he's
for
just super good looking as well.
them. Yes.
I just think that has to come into it at some stage.
The other one that I just want to give a little shout out to, and you'd probably put him in your top 5 or so, but he's just, the longer the season's gone, the more important Kurt Donohoe's
I was
become.
going to say 1, 2,
Fuck,
3, Kurt
bruh.
Donohoe. Seriously, he's going to have to get a restraining order from you because every Monday when you do the Finn wrap up, you start with Guru Podcast, Kurt Donohoe. I was like, mate, it's Brisbane Eels you're wrapping up.
That's very fair, very fair. You're very lucky Max Platt.
I've got a gun to your head. Hopgood or Donohoe? Who's your man?
Now?
No, well, right now.
All time? Or?
All time.
Hopgood's always got a special place, but I love Donohoe.
Okay.
The Hopgood mentions have slowed down tremendously
They have
since
slowed down.
Donohoe's been around.
Dropped off
Yeah.
dramatically.
Well, he played for Queensland.
That's fair enough.
So
That's true.
Donohoe's a Queenslander too, though.
No, he's not. From
Isn't
Newcastle.
he? Is he? Okay.
Another one that
I
got
did
away.
not know that.
I'm pretty sure he's from Newcastle. I'm pretty sure he's from New South Wales anyway. Donohoe.
Okay.
He's a good footballer, so he seems like he would be.
He's a good bloke, so he must be a New South Welshman.
Doesn't have 2 heads. Can you actually find where he's born, Kate? I'd say Central Coast, Newcastle.
I think Lake Macquarie.
Like Macquarie. Yeah.
Yes.
Proud
Jeremy
New South
Marshall
Wales
King.
Newey, he's a Newey boy. Good job.
Hammer.
Yeah, JMK I would have had a year ago. I think other guys have stepped up though.
Yeah.
Hammer obviously has to be right up there as well. Got a few up there at the Finn. All right, Manly Seagulls.
He's out bad on the weekend.
Yeah.
I know we're not doing a rat review, but how do you... Big crowd. How do you not just get on the bus? Just get off with like little bits of white spit there. Just sipping on a, what do they call it? Like creatine powder. Oh, I would have been so excited to play in front of that, especially being the away team.
Yeah.
And just like causing something. Like just before halftime you score and you just get that in you. Yeah, a bit of that. Where's that gone?
And where's the white spit in the corner of your mouth? I love that, by the way. I didn't know
Just
where you were
getting
going
off,
with that.
you've got a
but-
can, Rebel, whatever, and you just like, headphones just blaring, you don't even know what's playing, you're just locked in. Just fucking locked in.
It's me picking my draft team every week. I don't know. This is my problem with the Seagulls. I feel like they really lack direction. Ches, I guess. But
Yeah. You know who they've really missed this year? Like Lachlan Croker. In terms of what they had at 9. Because I thought Jazz was brought there to play that 13. There was a
I
transition.
think Croker's available. They're not picking him.
No, but I meant his form from last year. Like, he's been instrumental the last couple of years. And obviously he's been through some injuries and I hope he's okay. But they haven't – you spoke about Fogarty. They still need to nail their 9. They don't have a 9 next year.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Which is why when Riley Smith re-signed, I thought, hello.
I'll tell you the one that I want to put up there, and you wouldn't have him at 1, but I think the more he's been gone, the more I've realised, fuck, they miss him is Paseka.
Yes, good shout.
Mate, just laterally through the middle. They are. I thought Canterbury did a really good job the other day, something you talk about quite a bit of just changing angles against them. And when you can get Lodge, Gerbo, Takiaho through the middle, laterally, they're just slow as fuck through there.
Yeah.
I think I'd like, not that I think teams needed it, but I thought there was a real blueprint there the other day to blow Manly away when you're playing.
Yeah, when they're fully fit, Paseka, Sipley, Trebojevic, the Trebojevic to centre thing just came to a halt on the weekend. It wasn't probably, as evident the weeks before, but does Tom ever go back to fullback
Yeah, he goes back there, I think.
when they get a new coach or?
Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me personally. He's there round 1 next year.
Okay.
I mean, fuck, mate. If they make finals this year, I don't think they will, but he'll wear 3 or 4. But I reckon he'll play a lot of fullback, a lot more anyway.
They didn't put him in. Excuse me. They attacked with him at fullback a couple of weeks ago. They didn't do it on the weekend as much.
Did they not? They did it a couple of times, I think, but not as much as they were.
Nathan Brown did that a couple of times in terms of me and Gaz with the goal kicking, like at a 20. I kick inside the 20 for scrum lines. He kicks outside, and then sometimes when you're changing positions like that, it just fucks with everything.
Sorry, what? He did it with you and Gaz?
Yeah, so my percentage is inside the 20,
Yeah.
like not to the sideline, but inside.
Yes.
We're better than Gaz's, and Gaz's outside the 20 were better than mine.
Right.
So when you score on the 20, it's like, who takes it?
Yeah. Okay,
So
right.
when they're in good ball, like good ball, for those of you that don't know, is classed from the 40, your own 40-metre line in is good ball, right?
Yeah.
So if they're principals or Siebes is going, mate, when we get into good ball, let's get you over there, right? So they get a turnover. Lehigh makes a break. They get up to the 50. Like, they have to take time to swap.
Yeah.
What if the game's going real fast and they just stay there? Do you know what I mean? Like, I reckon you're better off just going, hey, and I might not know anything, but hey, Tom, stay out of right centre. Lehigh, we're going to give you a chance to just get yourself in the game. Because as soon as Lehigh gets over the 50, he's like, fuck, I've got to go to centre. Or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I reckon that. When it's when it's good, it's good.
When it's good, it's flying.
Yeah, when it's bad, it's oof.
Yeah, very fair. Last side, the Roosters. I know he's only just returned, and I think it's going to take a while for them to get used to him still, but I think if they are going to achieve anything over the next few years, it is Sammy Walker.
Yes. Well, the one this year is James Tedesco. If they are to go on a run and make, I could have had a little argument for Hugo Savala. I think that
Yeah, okay.
what he's shown this year, stability, played in some big games.
Yep.
You know, like they've missed him, I think. And Walker and he looked like they would be the halves pairing. But Tedesco's, he's going to win the Dally M by a street.
The other one I think deserves a shout, and probably when you add in the context of all the guys they've lost over the last few years, I think White has been tremendous for them.
Yeah. And this is a side, if we think South Sydney can win it next year, this is a side that could reload very quickly and next year have a little bit of luck in terms of injuries, sorting out their 9 with Reece Robson. It's a fair spine if they're going to have Cherry Evans, Walker, Robson and Tedesco.
On paper, yes.
Yes.
I have enormous concerns about Walker and Ches together. Enormous
Is it a
concerns.
Brisbane Broncos
I think
situation?
it's too many chefs. I think it's too many captains on the ship. It's taken them 5 years to get used to Sam Walker, and I'd argue they're still not used to Sam Walker.
Agree.
They bring in Ches, and
What if he just walks in there and just says, hey, boys, it's Sam's team. I just want to play. I'm here to...
You'd be able to talk more on this than me, but if you're going to do that, just pick Hugo at 5.
Yeah, I
Why
agree.
spend the extra money on bringing Desi?
I'd lend Hugo out for the year if I was the Roosters.
I just wouldn't sign Ches. I don't.
Well,
think
they've
you
signed him,
need
mate. It's done, mate.
Yeah.
Shout out last thing before. Chad Townsend, fantastic career.
Yeah.
Premiership winner. One of the all-time good guys of the NRL. Texted him the other day. Congratulations on a fantastic career. I think you talk about blokes getting the most out of their bodies and careers and working their way and being professional. He's the ultimate professional.
Yeah, for sure. I said the other day, Cronulla, they'll win more premierships in the future. They'll never win the first one again.
Yep.
I think he was the only local junior in that side as well. So he's the only local junior win a comp for the Cronulla Sharks, which is incredible, really.
Very much
Think about
so.
how much talent they produce down there.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And yeah, once again, same thing I said about Chad the other day. I think sometimes as fans sitting on the couch watching footy, you know, you can obviously talk about it. I'm watching my brother come through the grades, mate. Playing one game of first grade is Mount Everest. 268. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and in that there were some challenges as well.
Fucking oath there was some challenges,
Yeah, there was
yeah.
some times over in the Warriors and coming back and performing for the Sharks. So well done.
Like he got hooked 2 weeks before that grand final. Got himself up again.
Yep.
Incredible. Yeah, and as you said, mate, most importantly, he's always been a champion fella. Very good guy. All right, now we've got a Patreon question that I couldn't actually find where it was, but I read it the other day and thought that's a question. If none of you want to talk about it, I sure as fuck do with you. The question was around what back rower did you have the most trouble with or was the hardest to prepare for during your career? We spoke that you had Bo Scott the other day. Your bodyguard, he was tremendous for so long. Who was the back rower in your days that sort of hassled you the most?
You know who used to, I think I said this on our very first time we met. Clint Newton gave me a bath up at Marathon one time. I think early on.
That
I think I
doesn't
scored
shock me in the slightest.
my first try that game, but he just steamrolled me, and I had footprints all over my face pretty much.
He's a big bit of gear, Clint.
Yeah, he
Fucking,
is.
he's rangy and he's just...
Yeah, it was just that was when he just had. It was just a block.
Yeah.
It would just run over you. Sonny Bill, 2014, Roosters, Panthers. Him being able to skip out and pass, throw that face ball to the winger.
Yeah.
You know, do I stay tight and help protect that inside shoulder? Do I look out the back where Minnie is? Do I protect my lead on the centre? Like all that kind of stuff was was always hard to prepare for. Glenn Stewart, like when he was cooking, mate, he was cooking.
Those that Manly side back in the day that you played against, like they essentially had like Foz, Glenn Stewart, and Jamie Lyon playing 5'8".
Yeah,
They're just fucking
with
insane.
with the Prince,
yeah,
just lurking. So those guys were hard. I mean, I defended in the centres for the Dragons, but I always found like guys that weren't ball players, usually you could sort of prepare a little bit differently for. You could just be like, right, we've got to stay. I've got to have to get my body in front. I'm going to miss him a couple of times, but I'll have to just get up.
Yeah.
Guys that ball played was so hard because if they dug into the line or if they passed early, they could catch you out with their skill. So, great question.
I'll tell you one that I'm not sure if you would have played him or not. I think you played him in one game that I always just thought was so underappreciated, and I don't think he'll be remembered because he didn't play Origin or any of that stuff like that. But old Parramatta Eels back rower, Manu Mal.
Oh,
Fucking hell. Like, just terrifying to look at. Just had that. I could kill you in an instant sort of look. But skillful, big, strong, fast.
it's probably not going to surprise anybody because you asked me this question. I said, mate, it was defence. I wiped my defensive history from my brain. I didn't not want to think about defence. I could tell you what you want to know about attack.
Yeah.
But defensively, you would have had to put a list in front of me of guys and then I'd probably have something come back. But like I said, Manu Mao, skillful. See, guys like Felipe Mateo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could sit on an edge and skip out and do all that stuff that halves should be doing were always really hard to handle.
I think one in that similar category for me always, and he was just never in good teams, including Origin, Greg Bird.
Oh, yeah. Birdie. He put up some stuff on Instagram the other day. Very good guard player, Greg Bird. Yeah. Good bit of gear.
Oh, fuck yeah. He could, the thing, when I always used to think when watching Birdie was like, fuck, like I'm sure most of us would be like, this guy's actually so much better than me in so many ways, and he could beat me in so many ways. And he could also just elbow me in the fucking head at any given moment.
See, like Luke Lewis.
Just go full Newcastle on me in a fucking second.
Luke Lewis.
Luke Lewis.
Yeah. Like Chris Heinington was a different sort of bit of gear on an edge too. So the game's changed now. They're all 6'3", 120.
Mick Crocker was always another one
Hard,
I always
yeah.
really liked.
Yeah.
Could do a little bit extra.
Good question.
Yeah, cracker question. All right, let's go through the games that are coming our way this weekend. Kathmandu,
Hello.
how be they?
Very good, very good. I'm very keen to get your thoughts on. Well, we actually already did the women's games as well. If you're curious, you can go check that out. We did all of the NRLW Magic Round previews with Sowie. We got his intel on what to expect from all of the games that are happening up in Newey. So keen for your thoughts on these men's fixtures as well. We'll kick it off with Parramatta Eels, who are taking on the Melbourne Storm Thursday night, 7:50 p.m. This one's at CommBank.
Yeah, as far as Parramatta goes, no major changes. Kelman Tuolangi is available. He's on the extended. We'll see if he comes in. Pappy, he returns for the Melbourne Storm, as does Cam Munster. Wishy will line up in jersey 7 with Jerome Hughes out. Pizzette on the bench. Meany returns into the centre spot. Would you have gone Wishy at 7?
I think defensively, Craig Bellamy wants to see his side be defensive.
I think it's their edge defence is what they have to sort out.
He's seen what the Penrith Panthers are doing now. They're averaging 10 a game or something.
Yeah.
If they're going to win the Melbourne Storm this year, they're going to have to tighten up a little bit defensively.
Yep,
this may be
agree.
the lineup for the next 6 weeks, and if Jerome Hughes doesn't come back, I think this will be the lineup.
Yeah, I agree with you. Give me Melbourne in a very tight game.
I had Eels last week.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, last week. You've been banging on about Moses for all year. Jeez, it was good to watch.
Oh,
How
mate, he's so
good
to
was
watch.
that game?
He was just so influential. Like years ago in the NFL, Peyton Manning sat out the whole year. I think he hurt his neck, right?
Well,
They finished last. Hurt his
Controversial.
neck. Hurt his neck. Anyway,
came with a bit of bad luck,
the
unfortunately.
MVP.
Did you get it? Andrew Luck?
Yes. The
It just didn't give
MVP.
me anything for it, though, you know?
Well, you didn't really set it up right.
Well, yeah, mate, I've seen you have some pretty poor setups, and I just make it work for you, okay? I'd appreciate to get it sent back.
Yeah, you take another hit
occasionally,
up
that's
and I
fine.
have to kick it from the corner. They got the number 1 draft pick the next year. Anyway, we
Andrew
digress.
Luck, his name was. Didn't work out overly well.
Yeah.
Shout out
But-
to Colin Cowherd, who still brings him up every 8 seconds. Though.
MVP, like, have we seen a guy who's more important to their side with a team that doesn't have the amount of rep players that other teams have?
They are a completely different footy side when he's on the field.
They just are held to account
Yep.
by him. I'm going to tip an upset. I'm just going to go for it.
I like it. They're $3.70 on Neds. The Eels, you're getting a 10.5 start. I love the 10.5 for the Parramatta Eels in this one. Friday night, Mandu.
Friday night, we're over in New Zealand. The Warriors hosting the Dolphins. This one's at Go Media Stadium. Kickoff 6 p.m.
Now, the Dolphins opened in this game at $2.30, and if you're smart, like someone that has 2 thumbs and looks like me, you would have got on early because they're now into $1.68. Fisher Harris out. Cody Nikorima returns. A couple of changes for both sides. I think the Dolphins off a bye go over there with Nikorima back, with Felice Kafusi back's also enormous for the Finn. I like them over there. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I like him as well off the back of a bye. Concerning signs for the Warriors last week, losing that game to the Titans. They looked a little bit rudderless
Yep.
at home in front of another sellout crowd. So I'm going to take the Finn.
What'd you make of Tanner last week? I thought he was busy, but they still looked rudderless. I thought.
Yeah.
He was everywhere. He was jumping up all over the place. Optically, I thought, fuck, he's trying. It's just not.
See, I would put the responsibility back on Chanel Harris-Tavita. You've been the 6 all year. You've been in the side. You know what our game plan is, our standard, all that kind of stuff. Tanner's come in late and they're asking him to do all the kicking, all the directing, and the goal kicking. So at some stage,
Big ask.
yeah, Chance, Wade, and Chanel are going to have to carry the load a little bit. Like, you got to allow the kid to still come in. So I think there'll be a better performance this week. But yeah, you're right.
Gets tough with 2 out of those 3 out this week. Very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dolphins for both of us. Late game, Mandu.
Late game, we kick off 8 p.m. up at Suncorp Stadium. Brisbane Broncos taking on the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
The
Can't
Bunnies.
wait to hear about this one.
Yeah, this is the Bunnies without Jack Whiten, $5.40 up there. If there is any team in the competition that can bed shit at $1.16 favourite, though, let me introduce you to the Bucking Broncos. What do you reckon?
Oh, Billy Walters will score any time. I can G that text up
Are they
for
starting
about,
him yet or what?
for about the 56th minute. I'll text you in that game. He'll score. Look, it's hard to go past the Broncos. It feels like they play at home every week, though. South Sydney were gritty last week.
They were
What's
gritty.
the start there?
The start in this game with Neds is 17.5. It's a lot of bicky.
You think they'll cover, though?
If Brisbane can just play 10 minutes of their best footy, 17 might not be enough in that 10-minute period. That's my only concern.
Yeah. Wayne's always got a good record up there, though. I think they'll be up for this.
This
is Friday night, did you say?
Yeah, main game
Pack
Friday
the
night.
8
jeans,
p.m.
boys. I'll give you the weekend off. We'll go to Ipswich on the Saturday. Just tear into 4X.
What do you read into? Like, I imagine last week would have taken a lot out of the tank as well, though, for South Sydney.
Yeah, 2 weeks on the road. Gosford, tough trip to go up there. It's like an annoying bus ride. It'll take a lot out of them, but we're going to get a chance to see Ash Ward. Jamie Humphries is back. Jai Arrow. I thought Ryan Gray tackled everything that moved last week. Hubner's re-signed.
Take out everything that didn't move to Ryan Gray.
Yeah, they're not expected to do anything, so I tip the Broncos, but
17's a lot.
it is.
Super Saturday, Cat, where are we starting?
Super Saturday starts at the Gold Coast, 3 p.m. kickoff. Titans taking on the Penrith Panthers. This one's at Seabus Super Stadium.
Titans $4.25, Panthers $1.22 on Neds. I think we might get a good old rugby league fisting up here on the Gold Coast. I think Penrith put on a show.
Tough place to go. Tough time slot.
Titans time slot, yep.
Yeah, it's the Titans' wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah. I'm home.
Raiders 16-0. They let up there. They get Saturday night off. They can get down to the bedroom on the strip. I'll take the Panthers. I don't think they'll have it all their own way. I think what would the start be? About 11.5?
13.5.
So that's big. When you talk about that, Penrith won't give many up, but the double-digit ones, if you get 6 early, like a Brimson kick chase, deflection off Edwards, try, something like that.
I think this will be very similar to the last week. I think it'll be like a 36-6 kind of affair. I think Penrith put the cleanest through.
Okay.
I like them. Next game, Andrew.
Next game, kickoff 5:30 p.m. at Wynn Stadium. We have the Dragons taking on the Canberra Raiders.
It's always the Dragons that had a bogey down there, wasn't it? Back in even before you were playing too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Ages. Dragons, $2.90. The Raiders, $1.42. The Raiders, I believe they will drop a game before finals. I don't think this will be it, though. I think they win this one.
Yeah. I've gone the upset. I just think 5:30 is their time slot down
That's
there.
fair.
No one wants to play at 5:30
Dragons
on Saturday.
TV.
Dragons TV, yes. Windy.
Titans time into Dragons
Cold.
TV.
Yeah. Jeez, it's a big Super Saturday, especially with the next game. I'll tip the Dragons, but I mean Raiders, Ricky, at some stage you don't want to lose a game, but they will have one slip up, I think.
They will, yeah. And when they do over the next few weeks, I know we've spoken about this, I don't reckon Ricky will be all that upset about it. I think it'll be good to give him a little kick up the rear side.
Yeah.
And against the Dragons might actually be perfect. I'm going to take the Raiders in this one, the Green Machine. Late game, Endo.
Late game, last game. Oh, no, it's not. Last game for Saturday. We have the Manly Seagulls taking on the Sydney Roosters. This one's a 7:35 p.m. kickoff at Four Pines Park. And you have mentioned a very important result for both teams.
You either win or you go home. Or you win and you go home in 2 weeks, in my opinion. But I think this is end of the line for someone. I'm going to take the Roosters in an upset.
Oh, shit. Every time I tip the Roosters, if you went back and someone will go back, I haven't got one right when I've tipped the Roosters. I've tipped them with you. I've tipped them without you. I've made case. Yeah. Who's at 5'8"?
Zavala.
Okay, he's my man. I'll take the Roosters.
Yeah, I think the Roosters will get him here. Big fraud alert, Manly Seagulls, in my opinion. Okay, Sunday, Cat.
All right, Sunday, 2 p.m. We have the West Tigers taking on the Bulldogs. This one is at CommBank Stadium.
Tigers at $3.60. Doggies favourites at $1.30 on Neds. I like Canterbury. I like them to win well in this one. And I am going to put in a little tip of the most West Tigers thing to ever happen. Galvin, $17 for the last try. Grandstand finish, I reckon.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Rinakama's scored in both his games.
Yep.
So I could see Jethro extending his try-scoring feats. Jareen Buller back.
Yep, Dream Buller back at fullback.
That'll help the Tigers. Geez, they just looked impressive last week, the Bulldogs. They were right up for the occasion. I just want to see Galvin's first run and just watch. Luai might sprint from the other side of the field to try and put a shot on.
Yeah.
And the other interesting thing is, like, the Dogs, they'll have to protect him a little bit this weekend. He's going to have to be mature about it. I'm sure he will be. Dogs for me.
Yeah, I'm going to back him to punt a ball into the crowd in celebration in about the 75th minute. Most Tigers thing of all time. But give me the Doggies in that one. Good win for them. Last game, Mando.
Last game of the round. This one is at Shark Park. The Sharks hosting the North Queensland Cowboys. Kickoff 4:05 p.m. Who have you got?
I do not have the slightest fucking idea what's going to happen here. It's going to be a wet weekend in Sydney, Shark Park. I'm not a big fan of draining water, so I think it could be an interesting little affair down there. I'm going to take the Sharkies, but I think we get a high-scoring affair down there. And the Sharks in a tight one. Do it.
Golden Point. For me.
Have you hit one of these?
Golden Point.
Golden Point?
Like won a game in Golden Point.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Have you accurately called a Golden
Oh,
Point?
I would have a long, mate. You tip it. Yeah. Eventually.
Tip it
Like
often
more.
enough.
I don't tip it that often. I just think this game, I mean, it's good for so many reasons because we need to see if the Sharks, the Cowboys are still alive, but it stinks for the other reasons because Sharks should be in the top 4.
Should be. Yep.
Are they going to work this out? I think they do. I think it's one of those ones where Fitzy's said, boys, like, how serious do we want to be here? How hungry are we? I'm going to say Trindle scores a try, Hines scores a try. Everything's okay. Who do they play next week? The Sharks.
Is that Fitzy's first time rolling out that conversation?
Oh, I don't think so.
That's my concern with the Sharkies.
That's happening too much.
Yeah, it's been happening for years now. I just don't know.
Well,
Let me ask you this.
they've won 3 in a row.
Well,
They've won 3 in a row. It's the most.
They played dreadfully last week.
They
though.
played Dragons, Titans. Maybe he didn't roll it out. Dragons, Titans, by Knights. They could finish in the top 4.
Let's
They
not
could
get
go.
carried away.
They could be having 7 wins on the trot.
Thought they were very lucky to get away with that on the weekend, to be honest with you, against South Sydney.
I agree. There's
Penalty
no-
count was like 8 against them or something. It was, bizarre.
They didn't look like a top 4 team in that game.
They sure as fuck didn't. South kind of did. Defensively.
Maybe they just don't like going to Gosford.
Palm
Remember they
trees.
got-
Polytech.
The palm trees. Blue tongue.
Yeah.
Blue tongue? Was it blue
Well,
tongue?
it used to be.
It used to be Industry Group and now it's Polytech.
Oh, it used to be blue tongue before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The OG was
The OG
Blue
was
Tongue.
Blue Tongue.
Then it went to Industry Group.
Don't worry, Kat.
Double
Stick
A.
with us long enough. I'll educate you.
Oh, I've learned a lot already,
You love
Sowie. Don't
that
worry
too.
about that.
You
Very
love
good.
that.
Cronulla, why not?
Golden Point, Cronulla, Trindle, a 45-metre field goal to win it.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
You've got a good feel for your Supercoach players and whatnot.
Oh, yep.
I need a player that's going to make a bit of a difference towards the back end of the season to try and catch Timmy. I'm eyeballing Tommy Dearden for the back end of the year.
Tom did fantastic last week. Defensively, Cronulla have shown that they're playmakers. They do know how to do a job on. Cowboys next starts. Who have they
Good
got?
support play.
Yeah.
Few games
They got
up
Eels, they got
there.
Knights, they got Tigers. You're probably not a bad shout there. What's he on the market? $750.
I think he's in the 6s. Yeah,
Is
pretty
he?
close by you though. Yeah, no one else owns him, so I'm just eyeballing a little pod,
Okay.
a little point of difference.
Well, I mean, at the end of the year, there's going to be a review from Gurus Grizzlies where you can go online and buy these jerseys, right?
He's good. Fuck,
Okay?
he's good.
You can go online and you buy
pays
these
for
jerseys.
himself.
But what I might think of is like, I'm going to come out with a shirt. Did you buy Aaron Clark when I told you? Because that could have been the difference maker 3 months ago.
It would have made a difference for sure. Than some of the other dickheads I got sitting in my team.
How long ago did you say it, Sowie?
Oh, at least 3.5 months ago.
You said it you text me on the stream, but you said it ages before that.
I
sitting
did.
Here.
Yeah.
Ages before that. I reckon it was like in the first 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad call from you. Throw enough darts kind of stuff, Shit at the wall kind of stuff. Something will stick.
Before we end, like next year, obviously, we're in discussions about how we do this show, right?
Yes.
In terms of remotely, Port Macquarie, in studio time. What odds are you giving me that I beat you next year in Supercoach?
Millions. Millions. If you honestly do the team yourself and you don't hand it off to someone else to try and beat me, millions. It's hard to do, mate. It's not easy. I also don't know how dedicated you'll be to it.
See, if you put something on the line, I'll dedicate myself.
Oh, we'll be putting something on the line. Don't
Okay.
worry about that.
Millions.
There'll be something on the line.
So
There's
that-
something big on the line.
Are you a fan of The Office?
Yeah, I love The Office, yeah.
When someone gives you odds of 10,000 to 1, you take it. Take it. So I'll have $1 on $1 million to 1 that I beat him next year.
We'll have to. Will you play next year?
If you want me to, I'll do it.
If I want you to, I've been
You've
asking
gotta
you for
wanna do it,
22
Sowie.
weeks straight to play.
You've got to want to do
You
it.
gotta want it.
It's a real
I don't-
commitment.
Similar to your NFL fantasy,
I don't know where that's at. It starts.
if you're in, you got to be in.
Chad, DM me. What are we doing with our comp?
Who else is in that one again?
Trent Copeland, Nick Davis.
That's right.
Yep. I'll be in. I'll do
Are we
it.
in?
Yeah.
Good. That'll be good fun. Might even get you on beers and break evens at some point. You know
We
what
could
should
have
do?
we could have an NRL physio segment and then a Sowie segment.
We'll get you on in the pre-season. You can sit down with me and Tim, and we'll go through your team. We'll talk about where it all fits and how it's looking. Because there's a couple of little niches to Supercoach. You've got to get your head around.
Oh, yeah. I remember all you nerds that came in here that night that couldn't watch the game. I was like, oh, see that shape out the back there? And they go, mate, that was -2. He ran backwards. I was like, fuck, relax. I'm showing you that there's a 4-on-3 short side that they should have taken that. You go, yeah, but it's a missed tackle. I won't win now. I'm like, fucking hell.
That's exactly me.
It's 100% a
That was just
totally
talking to
different
him.
way
That
of
wasn't
view-
talking to anyone.
Nothing changed. Yes. Spot on. All right. My multi for this week on Neds. I have got Zach Lomax to cross against the Melbourne Storm. He's at 2s. I got Herbie Farmworth against the Wars, 225. Isaac Tungo against the Titans. Then my little value play, my boy, Tommy Dearden, 375. You're getting $48 for that. 48 of the
You're not
best.
having LG7 in there.
I considered it.
Okay.
I'm not quite that brave. You know me.
You're brave enough for me, mate.
Yeah, brave enough. I don't have Gavin in me, but I love Gavin last try scorer for that one. We done?
That's it.
Go check out the NRLW episode, guys. That one is already live or it's coming this afternoon. One of the two. It'll be somewhere. Make sure you go tune into that with Sowie once again. And we'll see you next week on the Take the Two podcast.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website